Our first senior 2024 football player is number 17, Bryson Johnson.
You know, I didn't slow down, did I? Slowing down part is coming up.
Bryson is the son of Brian and Stephanie Johnson. Bryson played football for 3 years, basketball 4 years, fishing team 4 years. Bryson plans to go into construction business with his dad, Mr. Bryson Johnson. Our next senior is number 19, Garrett Gass. Garrett is the son of Rob and Lori Gass. Garrett played football for 4 years, the fishing team 1 year. He plans to attend Kennesaw State to pursue a career in engineering. Mr. Garrett Gass. Our next senior is number 21, Lane Parrish. Lane is the son of Mark and Beverly Parrish. Lane played football for 4 years. He plans to attend a trade school after graduating high school. Mr. Lane Parrish. Our next senior is number 32, Dalton Russell. Dalton is the son of Shane and Alicia Russell. Dalton played football for 4 years, captain, also wrestling for 4 years, and baseball for 2 years. Dalton plans to attend Georgia Southern University and study business management. Mr. Dalton Russell. Our next senior is number 34, Harrison Walker, son of Glenn and Nicole Walker. Harrison played football for 4 years, serves as captain, wrestling for 2 years, and plans to attend Georgia Southern University. Mr. Harrison Walker. Next is number 36, Brock Crutchfield. Brock is the son of Matt and Yvonne Crutchfield. Played football for 4 years, baseball for 4 years, plans to attend a trade school after graduation. Mr. Brock Crutchfield. Next is number 45, Gabe Dartery, son of Trey and Angela Parrish. Gabe played football for 3 years, ran track for 1 year, and plans to attend college and continue his athletic career. Mr. Gabe Dartery. Next is number 56, Levi Webb. Levi is the son of Daniel and Casey Webb. Played football for 2 years, golf for 2 years, and plans to attend a trade school and become an electrician. Mr. Levi Webb. Next senior is number 57, Jonah Davenport, son of Chris and Jordan Davenport. Jonah played football for 4 years and serves as captain. Plans to attend a 4-year college to pursue a degree in education or business. Mr. Jonah Davenport. Next is number 59, Levi Gentry, son of Brian and Cammie Gentry. Levi played football for 4 years, serves as captain for 2 years, plans to attend a trade school after graduation. Mr. Levi Gentry. Our next senior is number 68, Eli Stevens, son of Chris and Melanie Stevens. Eli played football for 4 years, plans to attend college after graduation. Mr. Eli Stevens. Our next senior is number 77, Caden Oliver, son of Jason and Lori Oliver. Caden played football for 4 years and plans to attend flight school after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Caden Oliver. And our final senior, number 82, Trip Jones, son of Kevin and Shannon Jones. Trip played football for 4 years. He plans to attend the University of Georgia at Athens to pursue a career in sports statistics. Mr. Trip Jones. One more round of applause for our senior football players. This time we would like to recognize our senior cheerleaders. These young ladies have been a part of 3 region championship teams and have won a state championship. First up is Lauren Dindy, daughter of Lee and Catherine Dindy. She did football and competition cheerleading for 4 years, track 2 years, plans to attend a 4-year university to pursue a career in education. Lauren Dindy. Next up is Coley Hicks, daughter of Matt and Brittany Hicks. Kelly was a football and competition cheerleader for 4 years. Plans to attend a 4-year university and major in business. Is Coley Hicks. Next is Kylie Hundley, daughter of Mark and Wanda Hundley. Kylie was a football and competition cheerleader for 4 years, participated in track for 1 year, plans to attend a 4-year university and pursue a career as a veterinarian. Ms. Kylie Hundley. Our next senior cheerleader is Kaylee Kinsey, granddaughter of Alan and Kim Evans. Kaylee was a football and competition cheerleader for 3 years. Plans to attend college to pursue a career as a neonatal nurse. Ms. Kaylee Kinsey. Next is Maggie Robertson, daughter of Christy Robertson and Lee and Patty Robertson. Maggie was a football and competition cheerleader for 4 years. Plans to attend a 4-year university and pursue a career in interior design. Miss Maggie Robertson. And our final senior cheerleader is Gabby Stedman, daughter of Jason and Beth Stedman. Football and competition cheerleader for 4 years, plans to attend Chattanooga State and major in allied health to become a radiation therapist. Ms. Gabby Stedman. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a final round of applause for our senior cheerleaders. At this time, we would like to recognize the senior band members. These students have been a part of many superior ratings, best in class and division awards, and grand championships while in the marching Trojan band. First is Caden Byrne. He's being escorted by his parents, Cialito and Tyler Byrne. Caden played the trumpet for 3 years, plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to pursue a career in electrical or mechanical engineering. Caden Burns. Up next is Dylan Bronson, is being escorted by his father, Michael Copeland. Dylan played in the front ensemble for 5 years. Dylan plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to pursue a career in education. Mr. Dylan Bronson. Next is Nora Brown. She's being escorted by her parents, Logan and Michael Ledford. Nora played the alto saxophone for 4 years and was drum major for 2 years. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University and study psychology and biology. Nora Brown. Next up is Autumn Dean, and she is being escorted by her parents, Kayla and Derek Dean. Autumn played in the front ensemble for 6 years. She plans on attending Dalton State and getting a degree in Associate of Science, working as an ultrasound technician. Autumn Dean. Next is Aaron Howard. He is being escorted by his mother and stepfather, Lindsay and Casey Cole. Aaron played in the front ensemble for 2 years, bass drum for 2 years, tenors for 1 year, and snare for 1 year. Plans to attend the Elite Linesman Training Institute, studying applied science and electrical technologies to become a lineman. Mr. Aaron Howard. Up next is Zoe Johnson, is being escorted by her mom, Brooke Johnson, and her sister, Tatum Johnson, as well as Beth and Brian Sisk. Zoe was on the color guard for 1 year, played bass drum for 1 year, tenors for 1 year, and snare for 1 year. Plans to enlist in the Air Force and work as an aviation maintenance technician. Zoe Johnson. Next is Leslie Knight. She's being escorted by her parents, Tanya and Brent Knight, and Daisha Doyle. Leslie played the clarinet for 6 years. She plans to attend Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. Leslie Knight. Next is Quinn Lawson, being escorted by her parents, Tracy and Tracy Lemming. Quinn played the trumpet for 6 years, plans to attend Georgia Southern University, pursue a career in music composition and education. Quinn Lawson. Up next is Nick McCurdy. He's being escorted by his parents, Cheryl and Kevin McCurdy. Nick played in the front ensemble for 1 year, bass drum for 2 years, and tenors for 4 years. Nick plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to pursue a career in physical therapy. Nick McCurdy. Up next is Addie Rice, is being escorted by her parents and step-parents, Damon Rice, Misty Rice, Monica Getgood, and Nick Getgood. Addie played the flute for 5 years. She plans to invest in her church and youth ministry at Calvary Chapel, Chattanooga, before having a family. Addie Rice. Up next is Carrie Rogers, is being escorted by her father Jonathan Rogers and Aunt Tammy Young. She marches in memory of her mother Brenda Rogers. Played baritone for 4 years. Carrie plans to attend college to pursue a career in forensic science and work as a pathologist. Carrie Rogers. Our next senior is Olive Schmidt, is being escorted by her parents and step-parents, Jairus Schmidt Lovett, Robert Lovett, and Tom Bowden. Played baritone for 1 year and flute for 5 years. Plans to attend the University of Georgia and study pre-law. Olive Schmidt. Next is James Slatton, is being escorted by parents Nita and Jimmy Slatton. Played alto saxophone for 5 years. James plans to obtain his real estate license. Mr. James Slatton. Up next is Hannah Stocker, is being escorted by her parents, Crystal and Adam Stocker. Played the flute for 5 years and was drum major for 2 years. Hannah plans to attend Jacksonville State University and pursue a career in music education. Ms. Hannah Stocker. Up next is Macy Tinker, is being escorted by her mom Lacey Tinker and stepfather Casey Williams and her father Jason Cupp. Macy played the flute for 2 years and piccolo for 1 year. She plans to attend the University of Georgia and study pre-med. Miss Macy Tinker. But last and certainly not least, Landon Wallace, being escorted by his mom Michelle Wallace and grandparents Peggy and Michael Wallace. Landon played baritone for 6 years. Landon plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to pursue a career in computer science. Mr. Landon Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one more time for these seniors. There are quite a few senior band members. Going to miss them. Thank you for your time and all your effort. Thank everyone for showing up tonight for senior night.
Good evening, Trojan fans, and welcome to the Trojan Network. We've got a great ball game for you tonight between your Gordon Lee Trojans and the Coosa Eagles. Your Trojans come in with a 6-2 record, while the Coosa Eagles come in at 3-5. This will be the Trojans' last regular season home game of the season. They'll head to Fannin County to play the top-ranked Fannin County team in the region next week. The team tonight is actually playing at Christian Heritage, who is the number 2 team in the region currently. So we'll try to keep you updated on the score of that game, as there are still a lot of things being sorted out from a playoff standpoint. But right now, Trojans are slated, based on current standings, which could change, to have a home playoff game. But we will see how that turns out. Glad everybody could join us tonight. I'm Brent Price. The man behind the camera, the technical expert, Mr. Ricky Millard, and the man behind the scoreboard, Mr. A.J. Edmondson. Trojans are getting set to come out on the field. We've got about 6 minutes before kickoff, but before that, we'll go through last week's player of the game. We'll go with hit of the week first, sorry. New segment. We were actually off last week. 2 weeks ago, big hit by number 32, Dalton Russell. Take a look at this.
If I'm not mistaken, Gordon Central has 12 men on the field. Let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, they got 11. Trips at the top. They're going to get sacked here. Big hit by number 32, Dalton Russell. Quarterback was able to evade the first blitzer, came tripping up the middle, and Dalton Russell decleated him.
Number 32, Dalton Russell there with the huge hit of the quarterback. Clean hit. Love what we saw there. As you heard in the commentating, Dalton decleated that quarterback. So great hit there. That'll be a new segment we add here on a weekly basis. Next, let's talk a little bit about what happened over the past 2 weeks in Trojan sports. First off, softball team has won the first and second round of the playoffs, and they will be headed to Columbus next week to compete for another state championship. So good luck to our Lady Trojans. From a volleyball perspective, our Lady Trojans have made it to the Final Four. The bus actually left a couple hours ago to head down to Holy Innocents, where they will play in the morning. And if they win that game, I believe the championship series will be on Monday. But we will keep you posted with that. Good luck to the Lady Trojan volleyball team. Cross country's been off, but they are preparing for their sectionals, which start next Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. From a cheer perspective, our Lady Trojans competition cheer team won at North Paulding 2 weekends ago and actually broke I believe, 12-year winning streak by one of the local teams there in the Atlanta area. So very impressed as our Lady Trojan competition cheerleading team starts to work towards winning their own state championship. And then tomorrow at 9 a.m., our band leaves for Peach State. We're asking all fans to come out to the Horseshoe and cheer on the band as they head to the Peach State competition. As we wait on the Trojans to come out, we'll take a look at some of our starting lineups. We'll start with the starting defensive lineup. Actually, we'll start with offense. Sorry. So from an offensive perspective, we've got number 12, Dustin Day at quarterback. We've got number 33, Lane Vaughn, who will be playing running back. Number 9, Peyton Gross typically starts at running back. He's going to be out tonight, should be back next week. At wide receiver, we've got number 1, Landon Norton, number 2, Braden Stoker, and number 5, Noah Garrison. At tight end, we have number 6, Garrett Ross. At tackle, we have number 77, Caden Oliver, and number 58, Eli Hasty. At center, we've got number 55, Joe Gillum. At guard, we have number 57, Jonah Davenport, and Griffin Moore. Just some updates from a scoring perspective. The offense is averaging 31.32 points per game this year. And they're averaging about 126 passing yards and 233 rushing yards per contest. Moving on to our defensive starting lineup. On defense, at defensive tackle, we've got number 58, Levi Gentry, and number 21, Lane Parrish. Defensive end, we've got number 34, Harrison Walker, and number 45, Gabe Daughtry. At linebacker, we've got number 32, Dalton Russell, number 33, Lane Vaughn, and number 3, Easton Yates. At free safety, we've got number 1, Landon Norton. At strong safety, we've got number 4, Braxton Daniel, who'll be filling in for Peyton Gross tonight. At cornerback, we've got number 17, Bryson Johnson, and number 36, Brock Crutchfield. A couple updates for our defense. They're allowing just under 19 points per game. They're averaging 1.5 sacks per game and 2.6 tackles for loss per game. So those are our starting lineups for tonight. Last week's player of the week is going to be Dustin Day. Had a phenomenal game from the quarterback position, passing for close to 200 yards, I believe. I don't have the stats right in front of me. Also throwing for a couple touchdowns. Really nice work there by quarterback Dustin Day last week. Captains are meeting at the center of the field. And we will see who wins this toss. Looks like we've come out with our traditional senior captains there. Number 32, Dalton Russell. Number 34, Harrison Walker. Number 57, Jonah Davenport. And number 59, Levi Gentry. Looks like the official's about ready to flip this coin. They're going to let the Eagles make the call. Here's the toss. Looks like the Trojans have won the toss. Well, we'll see. We're still talking here. Yep, does appear that the Trojans won the toss and have deferred to the second half. So the Trojans defense will be on the field first. We're down to a minute before kickoff. Get your popcorn and get ready as your Gordon Lee Trojans get set to kick off against these Coosa Eagles. Captains and all the seniors are headed back to join with their teammates.
It's time, Trojan fans, get on your
Trojan fans are on their feet, and here come your Gordon Lee Trojans through that traditional L. Band plays the fight song, and we are ready to kick this thing off. Weather is absolutely fantastic tonight for this football game. Student section looks to have a little senior citizen vibe going on for senior night down there. Excited about that. And there's the horn telling the band to exit the field. And for us to get this game kicked off. I believe you heard me talk about Peyton Gross being out tonight. Obviously, Peyton's a star for this Gordon Lee football team, playing running back and strong safety. Really going to need 3 players to step it up tonight in Gross's absence. So first you're going to have Lane Vaughn and Logan Price sharing the load in the offensive backfield at running back. And then Braxton Daniel is going to really need to be a ball seeker for us on defense. Peyton typically averages 7 or 8 tackles a game, and so we're going to need number 4 Braxton Daniel to be all over the field tonight. I have no doubt he'll be able to do that. So excited to see how these young players do, filling in for the junior star Peyton Gross. Do have word that he'll be playing again next week, so just out for this week. Looks like we are set. Bryson Johnson ready to kick this football off. This ball is going to be deep, and it is going to go all the way into the end zone. And the ball will come out to the 20. Nice kick there by Johnson. Drove that football. I know the kickoff team looks forward to making those first collisions at the start of the game, but we do like the starting field position for the Coosa Eagles to be deep in their own territory at the 20. Talked earlier, the Eagles are 3-5, but I have been reading about some progress they are making, so we'll see what they do. Got twins at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top, quarterback's back in the shotgun with one back flanking him to his right. Ball is snapped. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Strike made by number 34, Harrison Walker, and then cleaned up by number 32, Dalton Russell.
Tackle made by Levi Gentry and Harrison Walker.
Great start there.
Gain of 1 yard on
Eagles
the play.
picked up
Second down and
about 1 yard, bringing up 2nd down and 9 from their 21-yard line. Looks like we're going to have double twins, top and bottom here. Trojans appear to be in their traditional cover 2 look here. Looks like it's going to be a pass. Going to be a quick pass to number 16. He's going to get hit, brought down at about the 27-yard line. So pick up there of about 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
tackle made by Bryson Johnson.
Good tackle there by number 17, Bryson Johnson. Quick reaction to that short pass.
Ball's on the 26-yard line. 3rd down and 4.
So as I said, brings up 3rd and 4. Big opportunity for the Trojans to get a stop here with 10:57 left to go here in the first quarter. Looks like we're going to have single receiver top and bottom. Heavy set at the top of your screen. Back flanking the quarterback to his left. Ball is snapped. It's going to be a quick handoff to the outside. Initial hit made by 33 Lane Vaughn. Then a host of Trojans, including number 3 Easton Yates, make the tackle. That should force the Coosa Eagles to punt after only a 2-yard gain, bringing up 4th and 2 from their own 28-yard line. Looks like the Eagles have run their punt team onto the field. Trojans send back number 2, Braden Stoker, deep. He'll be standing at about, would guess, the 32, 33-yard line of the Trojans to return this punt. Braden's now walked up to about the 40. Ball is kicked. Caught at the 40 by Stoker. He gets hit. He's going to go down at about the 40-yard line. So no gain on the return, but nice job fielding that ball and ensuring that it didn't bounce any further. Trojans have good field position to start here with 9:41 left to go in the first quarter and the Trojans' first possession. Looks like we're going to go double twins here. Looks like at the top of your screen, you're going to have Garrison and Yates. Bottom of your screen, you're going to have Norton and Stoker. And in the backfield, you're going to have number 3, Vaughn, to the right of number 12, Day. No tight end look here for this first set. Looks like we've already got a stoppage. I don't see a flag yet, though.
Officials timeout on the field.
Not sure what that stoppage was about. There is a flag deep at the 32-yard line, but that may have fallen earlier. Let's see here. Trojans did not have 12 men on the field. Potentially the Coosa Eagles did, not sure. Looks like the chains weren't set yet, so just a game stoppage to get the chain crew in position. A little sloppy there from the officiating crew to start the game. See if the Trojans run the same play. It looked like it was going to be a handoff to Vaughn up the middle. Let's see if the Eagles know it's coming and can do anything about it. Ball is snapped. It's going to be a quick pass. Going to be batted up in the air and almost intercepted. Outside linebacker for the Eagles recognized that quickly, jumped, tipped that ball up in the air, and it was almost intercepted. That could have been disastrous for the start of the game there. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. See if we go back to kind of the bread and butter power run game here. Here's a snap, handoff to Vaughn directly up the middle. Oh, and we have an official who hits the deck, and he is going to be down. Looks like that's going to be a pretty good knee injury. I would expect us to have an extended timeout here to start the game. Trojans did pick up a first down there, but as Vaughn went down, Official had some trouble getting out of the way, got undercut, went down pretty hard. Wasn't able to recognize the sponsors before the game, so during this injury timeout, we'll play a couple commercials and let you all see the sponsors of tonight's broadcast.
You know, if you ask most people, they'll tell you that getting a mortgage is a horrible experience, but it doesn't have to be. Here at Payne Mortgage Team, we are reinventing the mortgage experience, and we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you are taken care of the whole way through.
All right, we're back. Looks like that official is good to go. Back in the game. Trojans have a first down, drop back to pass. Nice throw there to the outside to number 1, Landon Norton. He makes a catch for about a 5-yard gain, but there is a pink flag on the field. Not sure what this is. We'll see.
Penalty flag on the play.
Don't see a lot of pink flags. Not sure what that represents tonight, but it is October. Good call, breast cancer awareness. Looks like we had an ineligible man downfield there. Going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Trojans. Going to bring up 1st and 15. Nice pass there by Day. He did have to scramble a bit. Looked like one of our linemen just got a little too far downfield thinking Day was going to take off running. We're going to have trips at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. Vaughn remains in the backfield. Here's a snap. Handoff to Vaughn. Wide open running lane. And he may take this one all the way to the house, folks. Touchdown, Trojans. Just a little dive play to number 33, Vaughn there. And he went completely untouched for about a 55-yard touchdown there. 2 big runs by Vaughn there in the first Trojan possession, and your Gordon Lee Trojans lead 6-0 with 9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Trojans are now lining up for the extra point. Bryson Johnson to kick, Braxton Daniel to hold. Here's a snap, it's down, kick is up, and kick is good. Trojans lead 7-0 after 1 possession. Great start there for the Trojans. Great run there by Vaughn. Went completely untouched to the house. Offensive line did a phenomenal job there. There was a gaping hole for Vaughn to run through, and he literally did not get touched. Vaughn's typically known as our power back, not our speed back. He outran the entire secondary for the Eagles, and that was all she wrote on that first series. Trojans are ready to kick off again. Bryson Johnson will be the kicker again. Kicked one deep into the end zone at the start of the game. See what he does here. We are ready, and here is the kick. Another deep boot. Looks like they're going to let this one drop into the end zone. Another touchback. Eagles will take over at the 20-yard line. Have to talk to Vaughn after the game, find out where he found all that speed.
Ball is placed on the 20-yard line. First down 10 Eagles from their own 20.
Sure, that was not the start that the Eagles were looking for. Exactly what our Trojans were hoping for. Looks like we've got the same group in here on defense. Single receiver, top and bottom, little wing back up at the top of your screen. Here's a snap. It's going to be outside hand. Oh, quick throw out to number 3. Great tackle there by number 17, Bryson Johnson. He's trying to fight that ball out. Loss of 5 yards there, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Heck of a play there by Bryson Johnson. Saw the quick stop by the receiver, came under control, put a nice hit on the receiver, and was trying to strip that ball out. Band's jamming tonight. Looks like the Eagles are going to come with twins at the top of the screen. A heavy set here at the bottom with a tight end and a wing back. A little bit of motion here. Ball snap's going to be an outside handoff to 9. Defense does get a little outflanked there, but tackle is made after a big gain of about 13 yards. Should bring up 3rd and 3. Big run there from the Eagles. Looked like the motion got the Trojans a little out of whack there. Kind of lost outside contain. Sure we'll see that again here a few more times tonight. Eagles come out with double twins, top and bottom, single back in the backfield. Quick pass to the outside here. Tackle is made well before the first down mark, and that's going to force another punt by the Coosa Eagles. Great play there by Dalton Russell to come up, make a quick tackle for loss, and force 4th down. So a couple tackles for loss there in that possession. Looks like Stoker again is going to be standing at about the 40 to field this punt. Eagles are running somebody on late, but they have plenty of time here. See if the Trojans go to set up a return here or try to block this punt. Ball is snapped. Punt is off. Looks like it is going to be a bit short. Ball is going to take a nice roll there, though, for the Eagles. Go out at about the 36-yard line.
Punt goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Looks like we're going to have double twins. Looks like we're going to have Price in the backfield this time instead of Vaughn. Here's a snap. It's going to be a pass. Quick pass to the outside to number 11, Hurley McAllister. He gets knocked out at about the 42-yard line, so pickup of about 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Here's a snap. Going to be another handoff to Vaughn up the middle. Takes a pretty good hit. Is driving his feet, though, and looks like he'll get all the way out for a first down.
Tackle made by 26, Hayden Smith. Ball's on the 46-yard line. That's enough for a Chickamauga McDonald's Trojans first down.
Trojans line up, twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top, Vaughn in the backfield. It's going to be another handoff to Vaughn up the middle here. He's running wide open. Gets hit, dropped at about the 28-yard line.
Tackle made by number 1, Jalen Wolford.
Looks like Vaughn's going to come out for a break. Price is going to come in. Looks like we're going to have twins at the bottom of your screen and an H-back, single receiver at the top. Trojans are able to draw the Eagles offsides. That's going to move the ball across the 25-yard line, I believe, down to about the 23 for the Trojans. Still 5:36 remains here in the first quarter as the Trojans are driving deep for their second possession. Again, Twins at the bottom, single receiver up top, Price in the backfield. Here's the ball snapped. It's going to be a pass. Ball's thrown to number 2, Stoker. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice pass there from Day to Stoker. About a 22-yard touchdown pass, and the Trojans lead 13-0 with 5:20 left to go here in the quarter. Ball snap, kick is up. Kick is good, and your Gordon Lee Trojans take a 14-0 lead after 2 possessions by your Trojans. This is exactly what the Trojans wanted to see to start this game. Sidelines a little somber there on the Coosa Eagles side. Sure, they're frustrated with a 3-5 record and being down 14 points quickly here to these Trojans. Coaches sure talking to that team about mustering some strength here and seeing if they can hold on to the football for a couple minutes and give that defense a rest. First 2 kickoffs have gone into the end zone by Johnson. Let's see what he does here. It's going to be another high and deep kick. Don't think it's going to make it all the way to the end zone, though, so let's see what the Eagles decide to try to do. Good tackle there made by number 1 Norton and cleaned up there by number 18 Price. We're going to take over at about the 17-yard line, so they'd probably rather it get kicked into the end zone. Cost them 3 yards there trying to return that one. See what we got here. Looks like safeties remain Norton and Braxton Daniel. Corners are Brock Crutchfield, Bryson Johnson. Looks like defensive line still going to be Daughtry, Parrish, Gentry, and Walker. Little motion there. Looks like the Trojans did jump off sides because of that motion. That'll be the first really big positive play there for the Eagles. Bring up first and 5. From the 22-yard line.
5-yard penalty places the ball on the 22-yard line. First down and 5.
Twins at the top, heavy set at the bottom. It's going to be a handoff, go to the outside. Yates does a nice job there containing on the outside, drives that back in. Pickup of about 1.5 yards. Should bring up second and about 4. Nice job there by Yates.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. It's second down and 3.
It's like Coosa's going to come out with trips at the top of your screen, no receiver at the bottom. You do have a tight end.
would expect some type of throw or outside run. Looks like a drop back pass. Going to be a quick throw outside to the back. He's juking and jiving. Picks up about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. A lot of running, a lot of work there for minimal gain. They do have a 3rd and 1 instead of a 3rd and 4 or 5 like they've had their first 2 possessions. See what the coaches for Coosa have in mind here. Really need to pick up a first down for them in order to give that defense some rest. Heavy set at the top, 1 in motion. It's going to be a handoff, run to the outside. He does get cut off, gets hit, and is not going to pick up the first down. It's going to be another tackle for loss. Looked like that tackle made by number 6, Garrett Ross, and that's going to force another punt from Coosa. Coosa clearly doesn't have a lot of confidence in running the football up the middle. Felt like they could get something on the outside. Defensive end. Looked like Dalton Russell was actually playing on the outside. Did a nice job of shooting upfield, forcing that back to try to cut it back inside where Ross was there to clean it up. Stoker again stands about the 41, 42-yard line to return this punt. Here's a kick, low flat liner. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, I believe. Oh, looks like the 43-yard line. So the Trojans will take over there. Down to 2:50 to go here. Trojans come up with their 3rd possession. Double twins top and bottom. Vaughn to the right of Day in the backfield. No tight end this set. Looks like it's going to be another passing down. Should be wide open on the outside. Catch made by number 5, Garrison. Pickup of about, it's like 5 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Actually thought number 11, Hurley McAllister, was going to be wide open on the post there. They saw Garrison open first, made that pass for a nice gainer. Handoff this time to Vaughn up the middle. He's going to get all the way out to the 43 for a first down, Trojans. Trojans are now in Eagle territory. Ball sitting at the 47, not the 43, I apologize, with 2:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Looks like Vaughn's come out for a rest. Price is in the backfield. Snap. It's going to be a handoff to Price on the outside. Looks like we do have a flag here, though. Not sure what I saw here. Looks like it's going to be a hold. That's only picked up about 2 yards there on that outside run. It looks like it was holding against the Trojans there. It's going to bring up 1st and about 20, I believe. Let's see where this ball rests. Ball now sits at the 43-yard line. It's going to be a drop back here. Ball's going deep. Nobody's there, though. They tried to throw the post route to number 11, McAllister. Did a nice job leading him there.
Defending on the play, DJ Johnson.
Just led him a bit too much, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Trojans. Trojans have trips at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top, Vaughn back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Vaughn. He does get hit, but he's going to pick up. It's like about 3 yards there. It's going to bring up third and about 17 here.
About 3 yards on the play. It's third down and 17.
It's like Trojans. Passing down here for the Trojans. Let's see what they do here. Double twins. Vaughn in the backfield. Day in the shotgun. Day's going to drop back. Deep throw here to number 2, Stoker. That should be pass interference. But there is no call. Safety put both hands on Stoker's back and pushed him well before the ball even got close. And that's going to force, the lack of a call there is going to force the first punt of the night for the Trojans. Holding penalty on that initial run play. Big hit for the Trojans there. Tried to get it through the air with no luck. So the Trojans are going to punt. It's like the returner for Coosa is going to stand at about the 15-yard line. Let's see what kind of punt Bryson can get off here. Ball is snapped. It's fielded cleanly. High kick's going to come down at about the 20 and going to die right at the 19-yard line. So nice punt there by Johnson. Pinned him inside the 20 with 50.8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Well, let's change the possession here. Also want to give a shout out to our middle school Lady Trojan softball team who won the NGAC championship, I believe, last week. Also, our middle school Glams competition cheerleading. They had a big victory in Paulding County competition 2 weekends ago, and they head to regions tomorrow. So wish those ladies good luck. Got a heavy set at the bottom of your screen. Going to be a handoff. Try to an outside run. Nice job there by Braxton Daniels, driving the back, and he is going to be hit by a host of Trojans, but the tackle there will be awarded to number 4, Braxton Daniel. Talked about him before the game. He's filling in for Gross there at the rover position. Did a really good job of sniffing that out. Made that tackle for a loss of about 5 yards there. Trojans have got 5 or 6 tackles for loss already here in the first quarter. Would expect the Eagles to let this clock run and not run a play here before the horn sounds for the end of this quarter. And that is what they're going to do. They're going to head over to the sidelines. Both teams will meet with their coaches. We'll flip into the field, and we will be back after this commercial break.
For cold and flu season, you've got to have nutritional essentials. Hi, I'm Amanda Battles for High Five. Your immune system needs a bigger boost than ever before, and High Five delivers. Introducing Immune 5, a potent blend of vitamins and minerals to bolster your immune system. Think you're covered? Check the label. If your immune booster doesn't have all of these ingredients, it's not complete. Immune 5, specially formulated for times like these. Available at Circle K and where all High Five energy products are sold.
Hello, Trojan fans. We are back to start the second quarter. Eagles take over 2nd and 15 from their 15-yard line now that we've switched ends of the field. Great tackle for a loss there by Braxton Daniel to end the first quarter. It's going to be a pass. Quarterback rolls to the bottom of your screens, trying to pass back. Nobody was open, but he does make a nice pass up the sideline. Big gainer there. Pickup of about 10, now 11. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. Defensive line did a really good job putting pressure on the quarterback. Looked like they were trying to set up a rollout and then a screen to the backside. Defensive line did a nice job there of making sure that wasn't available. Quarterback was able to find somebody in the flats, though, and pick up about 11 yards. So it brings up another 3rd down and long of about 4 yards here for the Eagles. They're going to line up with trips at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom. Last 2 times they've tried to run to the outside. Looks like they're going to roll out here. Tons of pressure again on the quarterback. He's going to be sacked by number 6, Ross, number 33, Vaughn, for another tackle for a loss. Big loss there of about 7 yards, and that's going to force the Eagles to punt again with 11:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Nice job there by Vaughn and Ross. Put pressure on that quarterback. Really nothing he could do on that rollout. Looked like a nice blitz call there from head coach Gross, expecting that rollout. Looked like he sent middle linebacker Vaughn to that outside. Stoker stands at about midfield to return this punt. Ball snapped. Here's the punt. It's going to be a nice tight spiral. It's going to be deep. Going to be a nice roller. Heck of a punt there by Coosa. That ball's going to roll all the way down to the 19-yard line. Heck of a punt there. Not a lot Stoker could do. That ball was punted a good 15 yards over his head. So Trojans will take over 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Leading 14-0, 10:52 left to go in the half. Neither team has used a timeout as of this point. Looks like Vaughn's going to get a break. Price is going to be in the backfield against a heavy set, top and bottom. Haven't seen this yet tonight, so this is different. Going to be a handoff to Price on the outside. Breaks a couple tackles. He should be gone. Let's see if he can outrun this team to the end zone. Big run by Price up the sideline. Touchdown, Trojans. Going to be an 81-yard score there from number 18, Logan Price, for the touchdown. Heck of a run there. Great blocking. Really like what Campbell did there. Typically, you're going to see us in a spread formation. He brought in, still had the kind of double twins look, but with 2 H-backs, and the receivers were in tight. Sucked all of the Coosa defenders in. Price was able to break the initial tackle, kick it to the outside, and nobody was going to catch him after that. Johnson back to kick the extra point with 10:40 left to go here in the half. Kick is up. Kick is good, and your Gordon Lee Trojans lead 21-0. Nice job there by the Trojans. Not going to lie to you, folks. Getting a lot of text here after that touchdown. Love it. Love it. Trojans take a big lead. Let's see if we can continue to play well defensively and pour it on here. Get some more of those young guys reps here in the second half as we rest up for a huge region battle next week against Fannin County. Trojans do travel for that game in beautiful Blue Ridge. If you can't make it, make sure you are watching the broadcast. Should be a heck of a contest. Try to get an update on the score for Fannin County and Christian Heritage now. Let me take a look.
Kicking off for the Trojans, 17, Bryson Johnson. Back deep for the Eagles, Hamilton Slayers.
All right. Trojans are set to kick off here. Kickoff team is ready to go. You can see the excitement. They're wanting to lay a lick. Johnson hadn't given them a ton of opportunity for that tonight as he's been kicking it deep into the end zone each time. They've had one return and regretted that return. Here's the kick. This one's going to be high and deep to the corner. It is going to be fielded at the 2-yard line. Bobbled, picked up, headed to the outside. Nothing there. He tackled at the 12-yard line. And once again, Coosa's going to take over deep in their own territory.
yard line. First down 10 Eagles from their own 11.
Tough situation there for the Eagles. Ball was fielded at about the 2-yard line, but it was bobbled, and by the time the back picked it up, he was surrounded by Trojans. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure who made that tackle. It was a host of Trojans who dropped him deep in his own territory. So let's see what the Trojans have in store here defensively. Looks like you're going to have twins at the top, tight end at the bottom of your screen, quarterback in the shotgun, flanked by a back to his left. Ball snap's going to be a handoff up the middle. Very little there. Does drive his feet. One of their better runs of the day. Vaughn made the initial contact about after a 1-yard gain. He does end up picking up about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7. I think the Eagles have figured out. They were hoping their speed would help them get to the outside, but not much luck there. May start to see them try the inside a little bit more here. Looks like they're going to line up single receiver top and bottom with a tight end and a wingback here at the bottom of your screen. So heavy set to the bottom of the screen here. It's going to be an outside handoff. Again, he cuts it up smartly. Does pick up another 3. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 here. So we wait for this next play. Shout out to Mr. Pierce Waller. I think he's not feeling good tonight, so he is sitting at home watching the game. Want to give Pierce a shout out. Hope you feel better soon. We'll hold it down here until you're back. Single receiver top and bottom. Again, 3rd and 3. Eagles really need a first down here. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. He's going to get hit early. Looks like he does pick up enough for the first down of the night for the Eagles. Vaughn did make that tackle, but he picked up just enough for the first down, and that's their first down tonight with only 9 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Trojans lead 21-0. All right, they line up with twins at the bottom, no receiver at the top. Ball snaps, going to be another handoff. This one's trying to get to the outside. Does a nice job cutting the ball up. There is a flag. And this is going to get backed up. It's actually about a 10-yard run there, but flag came out well before any of that gain happened. Looks like we'll back Coosa up another 10 yards. Interested to see what Coach Gross does here. I see him talking to the defensive line. Looks like he's going to make some changes. See if we can clog up some of these holes in the middle. Was a holding. Does bring up 1st and 20 from the 14-yard line.
Penalty places the ball at the 14-yard line. It's 1st down and 20.
Coosa struggling tonight. Really can't afford penalties like that. Backing them up behind the sticks, but we'll see if they can find their way out of it. They're going double twins here. Really seen a lot more passing out of this. Quick stop routes to the inside receivers have really been the play so far when they're in this set. We'll see. It's going to be another handoff, little dive play. Nice run by the back, though. Huge run up the middle. Sorry, he picks up about 13 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Nice run there by the back. Trojans seem to be struggling a little bit on those dives. I'm sure Coach Gross is having a talk through the headset with some of the coaches up top to try to figure out what we need to do to put a stop to that quickly. Coosa's going to line up double twins at the top, tight end and a wing at the bottom. Do get some quick motion there. It's going to be another handoff here. Nice strike there by number 33, Vaughn. No gain. Looks like they may have given him a 1-yard gain to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up another tough 3rd and 4 for the Eagles from deep in their own territory.
On the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 4.
Big play here for the Trojans. Double twins from the Eagles. Single back in the backfield. See if the Trojans can get a big stop here. Would expect to see that same dive run. Would not expect to see a pass here. Does look like he fakes for the pass, though. He's going to try to run for it. He gets hit, knocked out of bounds by number 3, Yates.
Quarterback Charlie.
And that's going to be enough for another Eagles first down with 6:38 left to go in the half.
And out of bounds by Braxton Daniel.
I know the Eagles defense greatly appreciates the rest that they're getting after these 2 first downs, but Trojans are going to have to plug some holes here, really in that kind of dive gap, in order to make sure they can get off the field here and get the football back. Twins at the top of your screen, tight end and a wing at the bottom, single back in the backfield. Ball snap's going to be that same handoff. Hits made by Vaughn as well as a host of other Trojans. It was like 32. Dalton Russell was involved in that too. Got himself a little bit of a stinger. But no gain there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 5:50 left to go here in the first quarter.
It is 2nd down.
Trips at the top of your screen, 2nd and 10. Tight end at the bottom, single back in the backfield. Ball snap's going to be a rollout pass. Trojans are fighting to the outside here. Back's going to be run out by number 3, Vaughn, for a sack, loss of 3 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Nice job there by Vaughn. Another tackle for loss. We may be nearing double digits tackles for loss so far this game in the first half.
Also about 2 yards on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Big 3rd down here. Trojans need to get off the field and get that offense going again. Looks like we're going to have twins top and bottom. Be a handoff up the middle. Not much there. Pickup of about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 10. Looks like the Eagles are going to punt again. Trojans will get it back with about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the half. Trying to check the score of the Christian Heritage game. Looks like it's live, but I can't get a score update, so not sure what the score is there. I'll try to get one at halftime. Stoker's going to be standing at about the 25-yard line for this return. The punt by Coosa last time was a nice spiral. Went over Stoker's head by about 15 yards and then bounced for another 10 or 15. Stoker looks to be walking up here all the way to about the 35-yard line. But Coosa has decided to take a timeout and will take a timeout with them for a quick commercial break. Looks like we are back for this punt by the Coosa Eagles. It's the furthest they've been upfield. They sit at about the 37-yard line. Surely they wouldn't have the guts to fake it here in this situation, but we'll see. Ball is snapped. It is going to be punted. It's going to be a short, wobbly punt to the right. Trojans will get away from it. This ball will roll out of bounds at about the 33-yard line of the Trojans. And your Gordon Lee Trojans will head back out. Looks like we've got Dylan Curry in the backfield now. Double twins, top and bottom. Let's see what Mr. Curry can do here. Ball snap, we're going to drop back to pass. It's going to be a little quick out pass to number 20, Curry. Unable to hold on to the ball. Does get a penalty, though. It's going to be a helmet to helmet. That'll be helmet to helmet and targeting, so Trojans should pick up about 15 yards there. That's the new football, folks. Back when I played, your helmet would have got knocked off there. Here, the 2 helmets tapped. It's going to be a targeting call, 15-yard penalty against Coosa, and an automatic first down for the Trojans. 4:09 left to go in the half. Looks like the Gordon Lee Trojan Band is getting ready to do their final halftime performance before they go to Peach State in the morning. Again, 9 a.m. Be a convoy of folks in the horseshoe cheering on the Trojan Band as they leave to go to their state competition. If you can make it, please come out and support the band. Looks like Vaughn's back in the backfield. Double twins, top and bottom. Ball snaps. Going to be another quick pass. Slant to number 1, Norton. He's running. Had 8 not been able to make that tackle there, Norton would have just jogged into the end zone. Nice throw and catch. Big gainer. First down again, Trojans. It's like one of our receivers is going to come off. We're going to run on 34, Harrison Walker at the H-back position, and Vaughn's going to remain in the backfield. Clock continues to run. 3:52 left to go here in the first half. Looks like we've got another penalty flag. Clock's still running, though. It does now stop. Let's see what we do. Sideline warning on Coosa. That'll be their first. Be a personal foul the next time they get one of those. So no yardage gain there by the Trojans, but sideline warning is issued. Trojans come. Twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top. Vaughn in the backfield just to the left today. Motion by Stoker. Going to be a handoff to Vaughn up the middle. Contact is made early. Vaughn breaks that first tackle. Picks up about 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Trojans are now all the way down to the 27-yard line of the Eagles. 3:05 left to play here in the first half. Ball snap's going to be a drop back pass. Throw over the middle to number 2, Stoker. He makes the catch, and he is going to be tackled after the first down at about the 17-yard line. Great throw and catch there. Day's initial option was not available. He did a nice job of evading the blitz and then making a nice pass to number 2, Stoker. Stoker was actually getting hit as he caught the ball. Did a nice job keeping his eye on the football and headed to the end zone. Looks like Price is now in the backfield. Stoker in motion. Handoff to Price up the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Big gainer there by Price. Looks like Price is going to come in. We're going to bring the heavies in.
First and goal, Trojans.
Here's the snap. Handoff to Vaughn up the middle. He's not going to get touched. Touchdown, Trojan.
Handoff goes to number 33, Lane Vaughn for the Gordon Lee Trojan touchdown.
Nice offensive possession there. Trojans score, and that's going to make the score 27-0 Trojans with 2:02 left to go here in the half. Vaughn did a lot of work down the field and then was able to capitalize there from the 3-yard line for a quick touchdown. Basically just jogged into the end zone there at the end. Nobody was around. Trojans did just jump off sides here on this extra point. So we're going to add a little excitement to this extra point to make it 28-0.
Ball start against the Trojans.
This will make this extra point 25 yards instead of 20. Nice little challenge here for our kicker. We may need a field goal of this magnitude later on in the season. Ball is snapped, down, kick is up. Kick is good, and your Trojans lead 28-0 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. They are announcing it over the loudspeaker. I want to make sure everybody at home, if you're getting out tonight, maybe to pick up a kid after the game, please stop by Elizabeth Lee Methodist Church for our weekly fifth quarter. There's going to be chili as well as Philly cheesesteaks tonight. So great event, great opportunity to fellowship, celebrate what looks like it's going to be a big Trojan victory on this last regular season home game. Trojans are battling for a playoff game at home. Right now they are slated for that, but we'll see how it goes. But could be your last opportunity for a fifth quarter. Here's the kickoff. Johnson's going to kick this one high and deep. It's going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. Ball's going to be run to the outside. Tackle's going to be made by multiple Trojans at what appears to be the 29-yard line. Clock continues to run. Minute 47 left to go here in the first half.
Placed on the 29-yard line, first and 10, Eagles from their own 29.
So the Eagles have best starting field position of the night from their 29-yard line, but they've only got a minute and 50 seconds to get the ball down the field. Let's see what the Trojans, I would not expect the Trojans to go into any kind of prevent. They may loosen up in the secondary a little. Twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top. Ball of snap's going to be another one of those dive handoffs up the middle. Initial hits made by number 32, Dalton Russell, as well as 34, Harrison Walker. Going to be a pickup of about 2 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Clock continues to run. Coosa does not seem interested in calling a timeout here. Maybe if they're able to pop a big one, they would, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards. Coosa lines up, Twins at the top. Tight end and a wing back at the bottom, single back in the backfield. Ball snaps, going to be another handoff. Back tries to make a cut. He gets hit again by number 32, Dalton Russell, number 45, Gabe Daughtry, and I believe number 59, Levi Gentry. That brings up 3rd and 5. Clock continues to run. Only 57 seconds left to go in the half. Coosa looks like they're content going into the halftime, down 4 scores. Don't want to risk putting the ball in the air and giving the Trojans an opportunity to score again. I could be wrong, though. They could try to throw it deep here. Single receiver at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Trojans are in a cover 2 look. Ball snapped. They are going to roll out to pass. It's going to be an out pass. Ball's not going to be caught. That's going to stop the clock with 26.4 left, and that is going to force the Eagles to punt here with 26.4 seconds left to go in the half.
4th down and 4.
Stoker stands at about the 35-yard line. Looks like he's going to be asked to back up here to about the 25-yard line. Trojans look like they're going to try to set up a return here. Low liner. If Stoker can catch this on the bounce, he could run for a while, but unfortunately he's unable to catch it on the bounce. Ball's going to roll all the way down to the 8-yard line and going to be down with 16 seconds left to go.
Punt is down on the 9-yard line. It'll be first down 10 Trojans from their own 9-yard line.
So it looks like the Trojans are going to run at least one play from their own 9-yard line. Looks like Price is going to be in the backfield. Stoker and Norton at the bottom of your screen in the Twins look. Garrison and McAllister at a Twins look at the top of the screen. Price popped one for about 81 yards earlier. One for 91 yards here wouldn't hurt. Handoff to Price up the middle. He does get a nice run. We got a face mask there, but looks like the flag's not going to be thrown.
Lane Vaughn on the carry.
9.4 seconds remain. Not sure why the clock stopped there. They do give Price 10 yards there for a first down. Once the chains are set, the clock will start. Let's see if the Trojans try to run another one there. Clock's running. Looks like the Trojans are going to let the clock run. And we're going to end this half with the Trojans up 28-0. Again, there'll be no commentary during the halftime show. Both bands will play. This is our Trojan band's last opportunity to perform for the home crowd before they head to Peach State in the morning. So we'll be back with about 2 minutes left to go before halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now taking the field for your halftime entertainment, the Coosa High School Marching Eagle Band. The CHS Band is under the field direction of drum majors Lucy Bergstrom and Chloe Dodd, band captain Mason Holbrook, color guard captains Augusta Waits and Danny Castro. Soloists for tonight's show include flute soloist Itzela Vasquez and Evie Morris, color guard soloist Augusta Waits, Danny Castro, and Chloe Dodd. Mellophone soloist Mason Holbrook, trumpet soloist Edward Gutierrez Cruz, and saxophone soloist Caleb Rieger. The Marching Eagles staff includes Director of Bands Mr. Cody Bray, Assistant Director Mrs. Aubrey Osborne, Color Guard Coordinator Amanda Waits, Visual Designer Dr. Jeremy Stovall, and Music Arranger Justin Williams. The 2024 production is entitled Infinite Sky. Selections include Hymn to the Infinite Sky, Fly to Paradise, Soar, as well as strains of familiar tunes from the Coosa High School alma mater and fight song. Drum majors, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you the Coosa High School Marching Eagle Band. You may now take the field for your halftime performance.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the Gordon Lee High School Marching Trojan Band. This year, the Marching Trojan Band is taking you through a classic good versus evil epic with their show entitled Spoils of War. Selections include music from Carmina Burana, 30 Seconds to Mars, Dragonheart, Lord of the Rings, Muse, and Cirque du Soleil. Soloists include Lucas Avens, Carrie Rogers, and Ivy Rice. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may present your show. and gentlemen, the marching Trojan Band. Please stay after the game tonight to see the traditional senior night performance.
Trojan fans, be sure and get out your tickets. If you bought a ticket from the Quarterly Hoso Club for breast cancer awareness, get out your ticket. I'm about to call out the winning number for the pink leaf blower. That winning number for the Quarterly Hoso breast cancer awareness number is 868-3328.
All right, Trojan fans, we are back for the second half. Hopefully you enjoyed the halftime performances from both the Coosa Eagle Band as well as your Gordon Lee Marching Trojan Band. Again, they're headed to Peach State tomorrow, 9 a.m. send-off out of the Horseshoe. Hope you can come and cheer on the band as they leave and head for Peach State. Trojans won the toss and deferred, so they'll be getting the ball here to start the second half. Update from a stats perspective. Rushing leaders for the Trojan. Lane Vaughn's got 8 carries for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Logan Price has 3 carries for 98 yards and a touchdown. From a passing standpoint, Days 5 for 8 for 63 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, you've got 2 receptions by Stoker for 33 yards. 1 by Norton for 18 yards. Ball's now kicked off, fielded by number 20, Dylan Curry, and he's tackled at the 30-yard line. Also from a receiving standpoint, 1 catch from number 5, Noah Garrison for 6 yards, and 1 catch from number 11, Hurley McAllister for 6 yards. Again, I do not have stats for the defensive stuff until tomorrow, so we'll update you all on that next week. Looks like the Trojans are going to come out with Price in the backfield, Twins at the top, single receiver at the bottom. Looks like they also have an H-back at the top. Ball is snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Price up the middle. Drives his feet. Pickup of about 2 there to the 32-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Logan Price on the carry. Tackle made by Hayden Smith. And 2 yards on the play to be 2nd down and 8.
Looks like we're going to have that same formation but flipped to the bottom of your screen. Quick pass out here to number 1, Norton. He's juking and jiving. He's going to pick up about 5 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for your Gordon Lee Trojans. Trojans scored on 4 of 5 possessions in the first half. Did have to punt once. Eagles possessed the ball 5 times. Was able to muster only 2 first downs in the first half. Looks like Price is out. Vaughn in the backfield. Be a handoff up the middle to Vaughn. He's going to have enough for the first down and then some. Does a nice job running. Picks up about 12 yards there, all the way to the 46-yard line. Great run by Vaughn. Did a nice job following his blockers there. Every time the Trojans put Stoker in motion, it seems to draw the attention of any defense they're playing against. Trojans have the option to hand it to him or hand it to the trailing back. Both of those have been pretty successful. It's going to be another quick pass here to number 2, Stoker. He's running on the outside. He's only going to pick up about 2 there. Nice tackle by the corner. But good work from a pass perspective. It's a quick out pass. Pickup of looks like about 1 yard. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Looks like Stoker's going to come out for a minute. Bottom of your screen is going to be Norton and McAllister. Top of your screen is going to be Garrison. Vaughn remains in the backfield. Unfortunately, 5 Garrison jumps off sides there. It's going to make it 2nd and about 14.
Indication is false start against the Trojans. Penalty places the ball at the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Trojans now have the ball at the 42, 2nd and 14. Looks like they're going to have twins at the bottom, single receiver at the top with number 6, Ross, also at the top. Vaughn remains in the backfield. This is going to be a quick slant route to number 1, Norton. Easy catch for him. He battles his way through defenders, and he's going to be taken down at about the 40-yard line after a nice 20-yard gain there. Heck of a throw and catch by Day to Norton. Norton used that strength and battled his way through. Trojans now have the ball all the way across midfield at the Coosa 40. Looks like we're going to have Norton and Vaughn come off. Looks like McAllister, Stoker, and Garrison will be receivers with Price in the backfield. And number 6, Ross, as the H-back. It's going to be a handoff again to Price up the middle. He's found a nice gap, holding on to the football, takes it all the way down to the 25-yard line for a 15-yard gain for the Trojans. Nice blocking and run there. Trojans have another first down. Looks like we're going to have twins at the bottom. Single receiver at the top. Price again in the backfield. Looks like the H-back is now going to be Dalton Russell. This is going to be a pass play. Going to throw a deep ball to Stoker. Ball's going to be intercepted. But a flag has been thrown. That's going to end up being pass interference. Stoker was basically held from behind. Flag was thrown. That'll be a 15-yard gain for the Trojans and a first down. Stoker had the safety beat on a deep post route. Safety tried to undercut it. Grabbed Stoker from behind, tripped Stoker up, made it where he couldn't go catch the football. So that'll be a first down for the Trojans. Looks like we're going to go heavy here. Looks like 45, Gabe Daughtry's going to come in and play H-back. Looks like we're also going to run in number 50, which is Will Slayton. See what the Trojans have in mind. Right now, only one receiver on the field, which is going to be number 2, Stoker, the bottom of your screen. So I would expect a heavy set here. Looks like the ball is going to be taken all the way down to the 12-yard line. First down for the Trojans, 8:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Looks like heavy set at the bottom with Slayton and Russell. Price in the backfield. Ball's going to be handed to Price. He finds a gap, breaks a couple tackles, gets it down to about the 6-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and about 3. Looks like Price is going to come off. Number 32, the senior Dalton Russell, is going to come on. See if we can get him to punch one in for a TD here. Ball is handed to number 32, Russell. He runs right up the middle for a touchdown.
32, Dalton Russell for the Gordon Lee Trojan touchdown.
Big touchdown there for the Trojans. That's going to make the score 34-0 Trojans with 7:52 left to go in the third quarter, pending the extra point.
Looks like Johnson's set to kick the extra point here. Tough snap there. It is fielded, and it is good.
Snapping was Davenport, holding was Daniel, and the point after by Bryson Johnson is good.
So the Trojans take a 35-0 lead here with 7:52 left to go in the third quarter. I would expect if the Trojans score again, we'll see a running clock for the remainder of this second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure and visit the concession stand located on the home side grandstand and also on the visitor side. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, prime time pizza, Sonic hamburgers and hot dogs. Also mac and cheese bites.
All right, Trojans are going to line up to kick this football off. Coosa's going to have 2 men back deep to return. Each ball that they've actually returned has ended up costing them. If I'm the Eagles, I'm going to let this one bounce into the end zone so I can get it at the 20 versus the, I believe, the 12 the last time, the 16 the 2 times before that. Little jump around playing here in the stadium. Not much of a ball game here, so the PA announcer's trying to keep the students hyped. I know these young men work extremely hard all year long, though, so every minute matters. It's going to be another deep kick. This one may actually go out of bounds, and it does. So that's going to give the Trojans the best field position, or sorry, the Eagles the best field position they've had on the night. Ball will come all the way out to the 35-yard line. First bad kick of the night there for Johnson. I think he was trying to pin him deep in this corner. Just kicked it a little too far to the left. And so the Eagles will finally get some decent field position. See what they are prepared to do this evening to start this second half. Eagles are going to come out with a twin set up top, tight end at the bottom. And you've also got a wing back up at the top, so kind of a modified trips with a single back in the backfield. Ball is snapped, going to be handed off in that same kind of up the middle dive. Big hit there. Hard to see who made the hit. It was a pickup of 2. Looks like the initial contact, see who gets up off the pile, was made by number 4, Braxton Daniel there. It's a nice hit by Daniel. Again, filling in for Peyton Gross. Daniel's done a nice job tonight being in the proper run lanes, really doing a good job with his run fits, keeping these backs under control. Love to see these young players make the most of the opportunities they're given. Braxton Daniel's definitely doing that tonight. Looks like we're going to go trips at the bottom of your screen. Single back in the backfield, tight end at the top. Ball snap. This is going to be a pass. Going to be a quick out pass. Again, Braxton Daniel comes up, makes an instant tackle. Going to lose 2 yards there. Another tackle for loss for the Trojans. Guarantee we are currently double digits for tackle for loss tonight. Great play there by number 4, Daniel. Hit that back out of the backfield after he caught the ball and stood him up immediately and took him down. Clock continues to run, 6:31 left to go. 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles. They're going to line up in double twins, top and bottom. Ball is snapped, it's going to be a drop back, roll out, oh, fake pass. And he gets absolutely hammered by number 34, Harrison Walker, number 33, Lane Vaughn. That may very well be our first candidate for hit of the week. We'll have to take a look at that, but sounds like my cameraman said he got faked out there, so may not have a good look at that one, but there's always huddle film. I can take a look at that. Big stop there by the Trojans. Looks like that's going to force the Eagles to punt. Stoker's going to drop back. See if we can get a return. We've only had 1 return tonight. Oh, watch the replay. We got it. We're good. Stoker back to return. Low line drive. It's going to bounce once. Stoker's going to let this one roll. This one's going to pin the Trojans deep. Ball's going to roll all the way down to the 1 yard line. So if the Trojans want to score again, they got to go 99.
Inside the 1 yard line.
Heck of a punt there. Low line drive, difficult for Stoker to have an opportunity to field that one. The way this guy's punting, may need to drop a second man back in order to give the Trojans an opportunity to field it. Trojans are going to have to go almost 100 yards here for the touchdown as the ball sits inside the 1 yard line. Looks like they're going to go heavy set with Vaughn in the backfield. Single receiver top and bottom. Looks like Norton and Stoker will be your receivers. Day under center. We're going to run a quarterback sneak. Big gainer there by Day. He gets all the way out to the 8 yard line. Picks up 7. Uses that tall, strong body to drive his feet. Big run there to give the Trojans some space. Day does not run the ball a lot, but when he does, from that quarterback sneak perspective, it's been pretty lucrative for the Trojans. It's now 2nd down and 3 for the Trojans from their own 13. This ball's going to be handed off to Vaughn up the middle. He does get hit pretty hard there, but looks like he is going to pick up 5 yards, and that's going to give the Trojans another 1st down. Nice run there by Vaughn. Power run. Got hit early. Drove his feet. And the lineman came in behind him. Helped him push for the 1st down. Ball now sits at the 13 yard line. 12 yard line. Heavy set at the top. It's going to be another handoff to Vaughn. He's going to get hit in the backfield, though, for a big loss of about 5 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Looks like they're going to give Vaughn a break here. Run number 18, Price on. Everything else appears to stay the same. Looks like the Eagles had a little bit of a stunt there going, and they just happened to find the exact right gap. So 2nd and about 15 yards here. Trojans are all the way back at their 6 yard line. Heavy set up top. Ball is snapped, handoff to Price. He goes directly up the middle. Big run by Price. Going to get a 1st down. Pickup of about 25 yards there. Nice run there by Price. Good blocking by the offensive line. Price just found a lineman, put his hand on his back, and followed him for about the first 12 yards of that run. Looks like we're going to be heavy at the top of your screen with 2 H-backs and twins. Ball's going to be handed to Price. He's going to find a gap, does get hit low. Looks like they showed the ball coming out.
Logan Price on the carry.
I thought he was down when the ball came out, but Price recovered it anyways. So pickup of about 5 yards there. Second and 5 for the Trojans.
2nd down and 5.
It's like the Trojans are running still with 2 H-backs, number 34 Walker, number 6 Ross. They've got single receiver top and bottom in Stoker and Norton. Vaughn back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Vaughn. He runs through several tackles, picks up every bit of 11 yards, and that's going to be another Trojan 1st down. If you're the Eagles, you have got to be frustrated as these backs continue to run through tackle after tackle. Several times the Eagles have been in good position. These backs for the Trojans are getting low and running directly through these tackles, and it's not like it's tackles from, safeties. These are tackles from linebackers who just can't seem to hold on. Going to be another handoff to Vaughn. This is going to be an outside run. Nice cut by Vaughn. He may take this one all the way to the house. He steps out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
Vaughn on the carry.
And that's going to be another 1st down for your Trojans. Looks like Vaughn will come out, get a break. Number 20, Curry, come in.
Carries the ball down to the 21.
Ball sits at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Again, another example. Vaughn didn't get touched for about 20 yards, and then when somebody tried to touch him, they regretted it. I got to ask my technical guy, can an offensive player win hit of the week? Because that was pretty solid. I don't know. We have to watch these and see. I believe that was also Vaughn, though, so he may be making a case. Curry in the backfield, handoff to Curry up the middle. Does a nice job evading the first tackle, picks up about 3. And that'll bring up second and about 7. Nice run there by Curry. He got hit as soon as he got the football, was able to evade that first tackle and just drive his feet for 3 yards. Going to bring up second and 7. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Trojans are going to line up. Single receiver at the bottom, H-back at the top. Another handoff to Curry, up the middle. Nice run. Breaks another tackle with a big stiff arm. Takes the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line for a first down. Things seem to be getting a little chippy down there, so we need to be careful. Looks like Curry's going to come out after that big run. Number 33, Vaughn's going to come in. First and goal for the Trojans from the 10 as the clock runs. We'll see if the Trojans allow this clock to run out or if they're going to run one final play. Looks like they're going to have to run one play before the clock runs out on the third quarter. Heavy set in again. Got 34 Walker at the bottom of your screen. Handoff's going to go to Vaughn. He's going to run it right up the middle, break a couple tackles, gets the ball down to about the 7-yard line, and that will end the third quarter as your Trojans lead 35-0 and are driving. We'll take you to a quick commercial break, and we will be back.
You know, if you ask most people, they'll tell you that getting a mortgage is a horrible experience, but it doesn't have to be. Here at Payne Mortgage Team, we are reinventing the mortgage experience, and we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you are taken care of the whole way through.
All right, folks, we're back to start this fourth quarter. Trojans lead 35-0. Waiting on an update on the Christian Heritage Fannin game. At halftime, Fannin was leading Christian Heritage 21-14. Sounds like they've got a good ball game going on there. Currently, Fannin's number 1 in the region. Christian Heritage is number 2, and your Trojans sit at number 3. So it looks like getting word that the second half has just started there. And the score remains 21-14 Fannin County. Trojans have the ball at the 8-yard line. See if they make any changes here in the fourth quarter as the Trojans lead, and they have a huge game next week. Clearly don't want to get anybody hurt. Not sure what's going on. Trojans are kind of hanging out down here. So Trojans have it second and goal from the 8-yard line. Looks like Vaughn's going to be in the backfield. Looks like we're only going to have one receiver out on the field, which is going to be number 2, Stoker. And then a host of big heavies. Stoker's going to be one-on-one down here, though. Would not be surprised to see Day throw Stoker a slant here. Let's see. Everybody's expecting a run by Vaughn. Going to hand it off to Vaughn. He's going to make his way all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nice run there by Vaughn. Got stood up at about the 5 and just drove his feet. And as he's done and the rest of the backs have done all night, just pounded it in the end zone for another touchdown, making the score 41-0 Trojans with 11:45 left to go here in the ball game. Trojans have been making it look easy on the ground all night long. Coosa's had maybe 1 or 2 tackles for loss. Everything else has been big gainers. Ball snapped. It was a high snap, but put down by Braxton Daniel. Kick is up. Kick is good. And that makes your score 42-0 Trojans with 11:45 left to go in the ball game. Trojan band playing the fight song, keeping the crowd hyped. Looking across to the visiting side, looks like Coosa may have brought about 100 fans with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand has
Currently having a tough season at 3-5 and losing 42-0.
3 for 12. And also hamburgers are $2 a piece. Be sure to get
Do like the fight that I'm seeing from these Eagles, though. Nobody's giving up. Everybody continues to work hard. You don't see a bunch of heads down. Everybody's playing. It's a sign of good coaching. So for their sake, hopefully they can get this thing headed in the right direction. Just not tonight. We do have a running clock, it looks like, for the remainder of the fourth quarter because the clock is currently running despite the fact that we have not kicked the ball off yet. So expect this fourth quarter to go by relatively quickly. This kick will happen with about 11 minutes left to go in the game. Comes the kick. It's going to be one that's going to be fielded at right at the 10-yard line, but the ball's booted. It's bouncing around. Looks like tackle's going to be made by number 18, Price, at about the 12-yard line. Very strange. Returner came up to field it at about the 10, bounced off his knee, popped into the other returner's hands. He tried to shift direction, just couldn't outrun the Trojans. It's going to be 1st and 10. Trojan defense, let's see if we're going to do anything different here. Looks like we have put in number 19, Garrett Gass, in safety position. Looks like Garrison's going to be playing corner at the bottom of your screen. Everything else looks traditional. It's going to be a handoff. Gain of about a yard to the 11-yard line. Nope, sorry. It's like a loss of a yard there. Nice tackle there by Russell. Trojans are subbing in some of their youngsters now. So we have number 20, Dylan Curry, playing corner at the top of your screen. Number 5, Noah Garrison, playing corner at the bottom of your screen. Garrett Gass, number 19, playing safety, along with number 4, Braxton Daniel. Looks like we still have Yates in at outside linebacker. Looks like number 59, Levi Gentry's moved. Nice pass there. It's going to actually end up being a first down. It was a quick out route. There was a blocker out there. Braxton Daniel did a nice job of cutting under that blocker, getting his hand on the receiver. Just couldn't bring him down before he got to the first down marker there. This will be nope, sorry. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Coosa. Clock continues to run. 8:47 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball snap's going to be a handoff. Back gets hit. Looks like they're going to give him first down yardage. And they do. This will be 1st and 10 for Coosa from about the 23-yard line. Nice tackle there by Levi Higgins. So it looks like we've swapped out any of the defensive linemen yet, unless I'm missing something. Let's see here. Looks like number 82 is in, Trip Jones, getting an opportunity at defensive tackle. Ball snap's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to get hit by number 21.
Handoff goes to number 12, Daniel Slade.
As well as number 45. Nice job there by Lane Parrish as he made the initial contact, and then number 45, Daughtry, came in to clean it up. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Eagles. Looks like the Trojans are going to call their first timeout of the day. And the Trojans look like they're going to make some defensive substitutions as they let the starters come off. Looks like they're going to put in the second-team defense here for the remainder of this game.
Last couple games, Trojans have done a nice job getting a big early lead, allowing some of these young guys to get more and more reps, which only helps for next year. I'll try to get these numbers and names called out as the Trojans break this defensive huddle, see who we have in. Clock is stopped during the timeout. 7:19 left to go here in the ball game. Shout out to my man Ben Daniel, who's watching at home. Appreciate your watching the game, Mr. Daniel and family. Looks like we're going to have Garrison and Gass at safety. Still got Curry up top at corner. Looks like 18 Logan Price has been moved to the outside linebacker position. It's going to be a throw over the middle. Tackle's going to be made by number 20, Curry, but not before a first down is gained there by the Eagles. Clock continues to run, 7 minutes and 2 seconds left. See who we've got from a defensive line perspective. I see number 50, Will Slayton. I see, looks like number 66, which is Joshua Murtaugh. I'll try to get some more here in just a minute. Ball snap, going to be a rollout to the bottom of your screen. Ball's passed to a wide open receiver. He takes the ball all the way downfield, knocked out of bounds by number 84, Eli Peak, but not before he gets all the way across midfield and to about the 42-yard line. Let's see who else we have on the field here. It looks like number it's like 64, Sean Harms-Benefold's on. Here's a snap. It's going to be another rollout to the right. Going to have a wide open man in the flats. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to get hit.
Pass complete to Turner.
Looks like by is that number 15, knocked out of bounds by Connor Jenkins.
31-yard line, first down 10 Eagles.
Eagles continue to run that same play over and over again. See if the Trojans can defend it here. Twins at the bottom. Nope, looks like trips at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. Ball is snapped. It's going to be another rollout. Ball is thrown complete. Nice block. Hit made by Curry to knock the receiver out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Clock continues to run. 5:20 left to go in the game, but 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Looks like this Trojan defense is a little confused what to do here, the young guys on these quick out routes. Again, trips at the top of your screen, single receiver at the bottom. Ball is thrown and not caught at the top of your screen.
Pass intended to Warford, incomplete.
Did just get an update. Looks like Fannin County scored again. Score is now 27-14 Fannin. Basically, if Fannin County wins this football game, they'll remain in first. Believe Christian Heritage will drop to third. The Trojans will be in second. And if the Trojans are able to win next week, that would create a three-way tie for first place. Gets a little convoluted from there. Roll out here. Ball's thrown deep over the middle. Caught for a touchdown. Really nice throw there on a post route. Had a young freshman playing safety. Actually did a good job reading the football, but just let the receiver get a little bit behind him for a Coosa touchdown. Clock now sits at 4:06. Trojans lead 42-6. I know the Trojans really wanted to shut out there, but they did want to give an opportunity, that young defense, to get some looks. Trojans just weren't ready for that level of pass from those young players. Kick is up. Kick is good, and that makes the score 42-7 Trojans with 4:06 left to go in the ball game. We'll go to a quick commercial break. We are back. Coosa's getting set up to kick off after scoring their first touchdown of the night with 4:06 left to go in this ball game. It's like the Trojans are trying to put in a. It looks like they're going to go with their standard setup. Looks like we currently only have 10 in. Let me count that again. Oh, we do now have 11 in, so we'll see what Coosa tries to do here. Would not expect them to try to go with an onside kick in this situation. They were going to go with the onside kick. Coach Gross saw it, called a quick timeout.
Timeout on the field called by Gordon Lee.
Don't blame him there. I'm not just going to give the ball freely to Coosa in that situation. Trojans will line up to defend the onside kick, it looks like. I can hear them calling out the hands team now. Coach Gross had a little Kirby Smart in him there as he ran down the field quickly to call that timeout. Coach Gross is a Tennessee fan, so I know he'd hate me referencing Kirby Smart there, which is why I like doing it. Go Dogs. My cameraman's also a Tennessee fan, so we'll see how that goes. Band continues to jam out with only 3:50 left to go here in this ball game. Got to appreciate what the Trojan band is doing. They got to get up early, head all the way to Peach State in the morning, but they are not leaving early tonight on senior night. Trojans have got their hands team in now, ready for this onside kick. Let's see how it goes. Not a lot of suspense left in this game, so always fun to see something a little new. It's going to be a big kick all the way back to number 36. He's got to pick this one up. He does pick it up at about the 8. Running to the outside, makes a cut, and is tackled at about the 13-yard line with 3:37 left to go here in the ball game. There is a flag down, though. Looks like there might have been a little bit of extracurricular after the play there. Let's see what the call is. Based on the huddle I'm seeing here, it looks like we're putting in the JV offense, if I'm not mistaken. Be good to see what they can do. Although Braxton Daniel, number 4, doesn't play on JV, he is the backup quarterback. Looks like he's going to get some reps here. We saw him get those same reps a couple weeks ago. He does bring, looks like the flag's going to get waved off. But talking about Braxton at quarterback, he does bring a different element to the game. He does a nice job occasionally pulling that football out and running those quarterback keepers. So we may see a little bit of that. Looks like we're going to have Curry in the backfield at running back. Looks like number 26 at the top of your screen at receiver, which is Ethan Howard. Looks like 82 at receiver at the bottom of your screen, which is Trip Jones. Ball snapped, handoff to Curry. He's got a big running lane. He's making a nice cut, picks up 9 yards all the way to the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 as the clock runs down to 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Nice run there by Curry. This may be the situation where you see Daniel pull this football and run. Ball is snapped. He does hand it off to Curry up the middle. Curry gets the first down, picks up about
Curry carries.
Looks like he picks up about 4 yards all the way to the 30-yard line. First down, Trojans. Clock's now down to 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Nice run there by Curry. Trojans have been able to run the football at will all night tonight. Another snap. It's going to be a handoff to Curry on an outside run. He gets tackled around the neck.
definitely should have been a flag there.
Carries, tackle made by one, Jalen Warfin.
Be a loss of about 5 yards. Really should have been a horse collar tackle. Officials
Loss of 4 yards.
showing a little mercy there by not throwing that flag, as Curry about got his head torn off on that horse collar tackle. Clock continues to run. We're down to just above 2 minutes. Trojans are now letting the clock run. 17 seconds left on the play clock, 1:47 left to go on the game clock. Trojans are lined up. Twins at the top of the screen, single receiver at the bottom. Curry remains in the backfield. Let's see who this H-back is. Curry's going to run this football. Got a big hole. Picks up big yardage.
Number 20, Dylan Curry.
Pickup of about 11 yards there.
Made by 16.
The H-back there was number 42, Corbin Hudson. Did a nice job sealing off that defensive end and allowing Curry to have a nice lane to run through. Brings up 3rd and about 4 here with 1:13 left to go in this ball game.
Be 3rd down and 4.
From an offensive line standpoint, it looks like we've got number 66 Murtaugh, number 50 Slayton, number 64 Sean Harms Benefold, and it looks like number 60 Conrad Leichman playing center. Oh, and it looks like the Trojans are actually going to jump off sides there
Penalty flag on the play.
with 47 seconds left. That's going to back the Trojans up 5 yards and bring up 3rd and 9 with 42 seconds left to go in this ball game. They do stop the clock for the penalty.
False start against the Trojans.
Trojans penalty there brings up 3rd and 9. Clock is running. Trojans will have to snap this ball with about 10 seconds left to go in the game. My gut says it's going to be a handoff to Curry or a keeper by number 4, Braxton Daniel. And we're going to end this game in a 42-7 score and head to Fannin County next weekend at a shot at a region championship. Bad snap. Ball is fumbled and looks like it's going to be recovered by Coosa at about the 21-yard line. Coosa calls timeout, stops the clock. See what happens here. They were playing with a running clock, but it looks like Coosa did call timeout. Looks like Coosa's going to try to score here.
Fumble recovered by the Eagles.
Trojans are going to need to get their defense out on the field here. The Eagles are probably going to try to throw a pass here. Let's see what they've got. Trojans have 11. Looks like the Eagles only had 10 on the field. 8 seconds left to go in the game. Coach is trying to let these Eagles get another score. Ball is snapped. Wide open receiver over the middle of the field. He's going to catch it, and he's going to run in for a touchdown with 1.8 seconds left to go. That's going to make the score 42-13, pending the extra point. Not sure what happened there. Inside receiver at the bottom of your screen ran a skinny post. No one even attempted to cover him. Catches the ball at about the 5-yard line and just jogs into the end zone for a Coosa touchdown. Buzzer goes off. We will kick this extra point, and then this game will be over. Here's a snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And this game ends in a 42-14 victory for your Gordon Lee Trojans, taking their record to 7-2 and setting up a matchup next weekend with Fannin County for a region championship. Really appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Again, shout out to our band who's headed to Peach State. Shout out to our volleyball team who is already down at Holy Innocents and will be playing here